Katy Perry's journey through 2025 has been a roller coaster of ambition and adversity, a far cry from the candy-coated highs of her early career. Once the undisputed queen of pop with anthems like I Kissed a Girl, California Girls, and Teenage Dream dominating airwaves and selling over 151 million records worldwide, Perry amassed a trophy case brimming with 5 American Music Awards, 14 People's Choice Honors, and a Brit Award. Her empire seemed invincible, a blend of bubblegum beats and boundary-pushing visuals that defined a generation. But this year, the 40-year-old songstress has grappled with a cascade of setbacks. A critically panned album comeback, a high-profile split from fiancé Orlando Bloom, a bizarre space odyssey that drew ridicule, near-disastrous tour antics, and now a heated legal battle over a $15 million Montecito mansion. As she seeks nearly $5 million in damages from the property's original owner, a disabled veteran, the narrative of Perry's downward spiral intensifies, prompting questions about resilience in a fickle industry. The saga's latest chapter unfolded in courtrooms, where Perry is locked in litigation with Carl Westcott, the founder of 1-800-FLOWERS who sold her the California estate in 2020. Days after the ink dried, Westcott attempted to renege, claiming painkiller-induced incapacity rendered the deal invalid. A judge sided with Perry, validating the purchase, but the protracted fight has left scars. Now she's petitioning for $4,718,698.95 to cover litigation costs, a sum that underscores the emotional and financial toll. This clash with a decorated veteran, Westcott, who served in Vietnam and battles chronic pain, adds a layer of public relations peril, painting Perry as relentless in pursuit of luxury amid her other woes. Montecito's manicured hills, once a sanctuary for the rich and reclusive, now symbolize her tenacity, but at the risk of alienating fans who see it as tone-deaf entitlement. Rewind to September and the root of her professional woes, the release of her 7th album, 143. Billed as a triumphant return, it instead cratered, earning the lowest Metacritic score for any major album since 2011. At her zenith, Teenage Dream, 2010, moved 12 million copies, a benchmark her subsequent efforts. Smile, 2020, at a mere 1.5 million couldn't touch. 143 aimed for reinvention, a feminist pivot with collaborations including the controversial Dr. Luke, whose dismissed sexual assault allegations from Kesha linger like a specter. The lead single, Woman's World, was touted as an empowerment hymn but derided as derivative, hypocritical, and stale. Critics lambasted her fashion reinvention, clunky outfits and forced edginess that clashed with her whimsical roots. Fan exodus was palpable at the 2024 Jingle Ball, where early departures from Madison Square Garden signaled waning loyalty. Insiders whispered of a lifeless tour moniker, though overseas legs proved robust, selling 1.1 million tickets and grossing $80 million across 92 shows. Extra dates in Paris, Australia, and China, the latter selling out in a minute, hinted at enduring international charm, but U.S. dates loomed as a litmus test for her stateside fade. Personal heartbreak compounded the chart woes. After 6 engaged years with Orlando Bloom, bonded over In-N-Out burgers at a 2016 Golden Globes afterparty, parents to 5-year-old Daisy, the couple parted in July. COVID-delayed nuptials fell victim to Perry's whirlwind career and motherhood's demands, relegating vows to the back burner. Sources described a rough patch turned tense for months, culminating in an amicable but inevitable split. Katy is upset but relieved to avoid another divorce. That was her life's nadir, an insider shared. Perry channeled the pain into Bandaids, a visceral music video depicting relational carnage, hands mangled in disposals, feet ensnared on tracks, a log crash evoking finality. Spotting a daisy amid peril, she croons, "If I had to do it all over again / I would still do it all over again / the love that we made was worth it in the end." It's raw poetry, transforming loss into art, but vulnerability exposes cracks in her armor. Then came the April space jaunt, a headline grabber no one anticipated. Aboard Blue Origin's New Shepard, Jeff Bezos' pet project, Perry joined an all-female crew: Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez, NASA scientist Aisha Bowe, producer Carrie-Anne Flynn, and activist Amanda Nguyen. The 11-minute suborbital hop aimed for inspiration, but backlash branded it a tone-deaf PR stunt, the women mere space tourists. Perry's post-landing theatrics, kissing Earth, holding a daisy skyward for Daisy, gushing about collective energy, and making space for women, drew mockery. "Super connected to love," she proclaimed, thanking a reporter for dubbing her an astronaut. Reputation guru Eric Schiffer decried it as faux feminist failure, warning of career extinction. Katy went to space for perspective, but may need a telescope to see her career, he quipped. Regret followed. A source confided her dismay at the spectacle, wishing she'd muted the close-ups of Daisy tributes and tour plugs amid zero gravity. The mission, meant to elevate, instead grounded her image in ridicule. Her lifetime's tour, a cosmic spectacle of soaring spheres and butterfly rigs, mirrored this chaos. In Adelaide, a malfunctioning orb dangled her perilously, lights dimming as crew intervened. Sydney saw her crane tilt headfirst toward fans, eliciting gasps before she quipped, "Oh dear." San Francisco's butterfly drop jolted her mid-song, composure cracking. Choreography fared worse. Mom moves mocked online as stilted and soulless, compared to feline grooming or third-grade efforts. Detractors pitted her against Taylor Swift and Lady Gaga, urging graceful retirement. Yet, the tour's financials, sold-out arenas, $80 million haul, affirm her draw, a phoenix amid flames. Perry's year is a mosaic of misfires and might, from 143's flop to Westcott's wrangle. Her space kiss, once absurd, now symbolizes grasping for transcendence. The Bloom breakup, though aching, births anthems of endurance. As legal dust settles and tour dates dwindle, Perry stands at a crossroads: retreat or roar back. History favors the fighters. Her early hits proved that. With Daisy's Daisy as talisman, she croons of worth in the wreckage. In pop's brutal arena, Perry's spiral may yet spiral upward, a testament to a star who kisses the ground not in defeat, but determination.